Noe?
Yes.
I think we're live.
We're live.
I hope we're live. I haven't done a live on YouTube in a long time, and my 15 people come to watch my lives have been disappointed. But I got news for you. A long time. Oopsie. We've been getting a lot more love over on TikTok. Today we had 9,000 people on a live.
Can you believe that?
But I miss my YouTube crew. I love my YouTube crew. But we're kind of building an audience over there too. I wish we could, well, I probably could do two at the same time. I see people do that, but I have a hard enough time doing one. But let's check in, everybody. I think you could hear me. I think you could see me. But let me know, those of you that are out there. Cuss Like a Sailor gave us a heart, or he put a heart, which seems odd coming from a guy named Cuss Like a Sailor. You'd think he'd give you the finger or something, you know what I mean? Or
so adorable.
yeah, I love it. I love it. Today we're going to talk about fruit. We got a bunch of fruit here in front of us, as you can see. Now we go turn that camera just a little bit. I'll show you what to do, like we're adjusting a rear view mirror. This way. Yeah. There you go. A little more. A little more.
More?
Well, you're not moving it at all, so yes, more.
Okay. I moved it.
I think that's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're good?
Yeah, I'll use that. I'll go with that. I'll go with that. Okay, everyone, who's here? Let's see who's here today. Where's my bell?
Oh, I got you.
Okay. What'd you do? Clean up the streaming area?
Yeah.
Oh, this is so embarrassing. We're showing our inner stuff here. Oh, it looks so fucking blurry though. Is it blurry to you guys, or is the video coming in good? Let's see the. Oh, it's 720. What the heck, man? That stinks. Well, anyways, whatever. We're here. We're doing a little stream for y'all. Rockaway's asked a question. Is this a Lancetilla mango? It is not. It's a coconut. But the Lancetilla mango is huge. I haven't tried that one yet. I shouldn't say that. I did try one, but it was picked way too early and left to soften. You know, get that nasty, grassy carrot taste. But what we're going to do today is make a shake. Because it's Fruit Shake Friday. We've been doing on TikTok Mango Monday, Titty Tuesday, Guacamole Wednesday. Wait, what do we do on Tuesdays? Tropical Tuesday. Titty Tuesdays on your OnlyFans. That's right. That's right. Yeah. Okay. Let me say that over. Sorry. Mango Mondays, Tropical Tuesdays, Guacamole Wednesdays. We take a break on Thursdays just because I haven't found a TH word. And this is Fruit Shake Fridays. And I don't do nothing on the weekends because you guys are too busy out doing stuff.
Yeah.
And nobody wants to be looking at a live stream on the weekend. Best time I found to do the live stream is smack in the middle of the workday. Because people are just trying to find something to get them through till 5 o'clock.
We love to eat lunch with you guys.
We really do. Lunchtime is probably the optimal time. But let's see who we got here, Noe. Cuss Like a Sailor, Tyler Miller, Big Matt Watusi took his message back. Message retracted. Tell us what you were going to say,
Yeah,
Big Mac. I would love to see it.
Yeah.
I love to hear anyone who's named after a menu item from Burger King. No, from McDonald's. I'm happy to hear after anyone who's hear from anyone who's named after a McDonald's menu item. Oh, we forgot the Mamey, the frozen Mamey. Yeah.
Okay.
So we're gonna make a Mamey shake. We grow and sell. We sell at our website guacfarm.com. GUACFARM.com. We sell a tropical fruit called Mamey, and this is what it looks like. It's got like kind of like a suede skin. Looks kind of like a coconut, round or heart shaped. Some of them come to a little point. It depends on the variety. Some are big like a football. Some are small like a tennis ball. And this variety is called the Key West. We ate half of it this morning. It's got salmon flesh. Many of you purchased from me the, what was that other variety? The Laredo.
The Laredo.
Has a bright red flesh and a really sweet skin. This is Laredo here. Frozen Laredo. Mamey is a fruit that freezes really, really good.
Yes.
You know how like bananas freeze good, but most fruit don't?
Yeah.
Like you could buy frozen berries, frozen strawberries. It's good to use in a sauce or make a shake, but they kind of lose, you're not gonna sit there and like thaw frozen berries and eat them, right?
Yeah.
But you can freeze banana and eat it. Well, Mamey freezes even better than banana. And this is the Laredo variety that we froze here in this big clump. And it's got a more deep red, like a blood red color, whereas the Key West is more of a salmon. Well, anyways, I would say 9 out of every 10 of these we picked here in South Florida gets put in a shake. And around here we call a shake a batido because we speak a different language. Tell them, Noe, what language is spoken down here in Florida?
Spanish.
Down in South Florida, right?
Mm-hmm.
Show them a little Spanish. Show them how Spanish works. Use some of the words you got. Like, I'll hold something up. You say what it is.
Mango.
Mango. Okay.
Coco.
Coconut.
Mm-hmm. Queso crema.
Cream cheese. Leche de almendra.
You know how to do it.
Té, absorbente, vaso, caja, jar. What? Oh, botella. I don't know. How do you say jar? Botella?
Sí, botella.
There's not a different word for jar?
No.
Lata?
No, lata
Whatever.
es metal.
I know, yeah, metal,
Lata es
metal. Sí. Eso es vidrio,
Sí.
glass. Yeah, come at me, bro. Ask me a word. I'm gonna know in
She knows,
Spanish.
it's good,
My
it's good.
Spanish vocabulary is like impeccable. Vanilla.
Vainilla.
Yeah, whatever. Okay.
It's good.
Oh, that one's tough. There's cuchilla and cuchillo, but I don't know which one's which. Tenedor, a knife is one and a spoon is the other. Cuchilla.
No.
Fuck. Cuchillo?
No.
What?
Cucharilla.
What's a cuchillo?
Cuchillo is this.
A knife.
A knife.
What's a cuchilla? No such thing?
No.
Well, then I've been calling a spoon the wrong thing for the last 20 years. Cucharilla.
Cucharilla.
Lucky most things I eat are with a fork. Un tenedor.
Un tenedor. Perfect.
Okay. Big Mac, I want to know what you were saying. Misbah Ahmed, you just placed an order for a taster's bundle. Well. Let's check here. Where is it? Hold on. When did you place the order? I don't see it.
Yeah, when?
Or was it was it earlier in the day or yesterday or something like that? Let me know. Because I don't see it here in my inbox. Yeah, let us know. It's your first time ordering. Thank you. Any idea what's going to come in the taster's box this week? Yes. We're putting Key West Mamey. And then I'm not exactly sure what mangoes. Definitely the Kent.
They can't.
And then we'll probably pick some akram, which is this guy right here.
Mm-hmm.
And it's delicious little, it's got like an Indian
So
resiny
good.
taste to it. Yeah, it's very different from the Kent. Has a very different flavor. And then we'll see when I'm up in the machine, up in the trees, if I find some other ones that are ready to go, you're going to get them. But you'll also get the Key West Mamey with it. But thank you, I really appreciate it. Oh, he got it yesterday. Well, I'm going to look for your order right now.
Let's see.
Because we have a thing we do now since we've been coming here.
Mm-hmm.
Since we've been coming here on, okay, there it is. There he is, Misbah. I see where you are. I see what state you're in. Got yourself a taster's bundle.
Yeah.
This is what we're doing now. We just rang the bell for you, Misbah. Thank you very much. Thank you for your order. And if anyone else would like to make an order and hear that bell ring, you can do so at guacfarm.com, guacfarm.com. That's where we're selling all these beautiful mangoes. Mm-hmm. We're selling this mamey, which we're going to show you how we make a shake right now. Why don't you start making the shake, honey?
Okay, of course.
Hold the little thing. I'll do this part. And then we're going to start picking our avocados July 7th. Now, we could start picking this coming Monday. The fruit's ready to go. Avocados you could leave on the tree. But we've decided we're not going to start picking this Monday for 2 reasons. Number one, the most important reason, is that 4th of July happens next week. And I've learned that you do not ship during 4th of July week. It doesn't matter if the 4th falls on a Monday, a Wednesday, a Friday, a Thursday, it don't matter. People take off of work and the boxes don't get there. And for the first few years, I would say next year I'm not shipping 4th of July week. But then I feel the pressure. I want to get the stuff out to my customers, you know, and I ship on the 4th and I always regret it. That's reason number one. Reason number two, we found the longer you leave the avocados on the tree, the nicer they taste. Yeah. And I think there's a general consensus that that's the case. So Noe's making her mamey shake here. Mm-hmm. And yes, Misbah, you're excited and you love it and thank you. I'm so glad you ordered from us. It means a lot to us that you're putting confidence, you're putting your trust in us, you know what I mean? Because you're not just buying a gizmo or a gadget, you're buying something that you're going to actually consume. You're going to eat it and put it in your mouth, right? Okay, so here we have now the frozen Mamey. So we put a little bit of fresh Mamey in, but I prefer to make a shake with frozen Mamey because I like my shakes so cold that you get a brain freeze.
Me too.
Yeah, I hate the brain freeze. But if I'm experiencing brain freeze, I know it's because whatever shake or whatever it is I'm eating was so good that I just couldn't stop. Where's the bag? Let's stick this. Oops, let's stick this back in the. Oh, did someone buy? Did someone make a purchase? Okay, now, if we didn't have frozen Mamey, I'd put ice cubes in there. Well, then that thins it out, right? I'd rather the coldness, the iciness, come from the ingredient itself. So first we put our Mamey, then we put an ingredient that the Cuban cafeterias here in South Florida don't put. But my buddy Julian Lara from Lara Farms Nursery, he said, put a cube of cream cheese in your Mamey shake and you'll thank me later. Well, I did it and we thanked him later. And we've been putting it in ever since. Now, earlier today on our TikTok stream, I used sugar. And I love using sugar in my shakes for two reasons. Number one, it's delicious. Sugar is delicious.
It's delicious.
If you want to make food taste good, use sugar, use butter, use bacon, right? Don't use any low fat, no fat substitutes. This is just as good as that. It's not. Sugar makes your sweets taste awesome. Butter makes everything taste awesome. Yeah, maybe there's some health implications. So you know what? Get off your ass and walk every now and then.
Yeah, do it with balance.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to overdo it.
Yeah. But today, Noe wants to experiment,
Yes.
and she's using what?
Leche condensada.
Say it the right
Condensed
way.
milk.
Condensed milk.
Say
Leche
it the right way.
condensada.
Leche condensada.
My viewers are all speak. Any of you guys speak Spanish? Any of you guys speak Espanol? So now we're going to put a little condensed milk. Oh, that's.
Ooh,
Oh, we need a spoon for that.
Right
Here, go
here.
ahead. Scoop that in there. Grab this bowl
Yeah.
and scoop that in there. Okay. So, that is already sweet. And the Mamey is super sweet. And we're going to add, we don't have regular milk in the house today, but we do have this almond milk, which is also, it's probably vanilla. I don't know what flavor it is, but this is sweet too. There's some sugar in there too. So we're going to add that. And then what's our little secret ingredient I like to add?
Ooh.
Well, it's not so much a secret. I'm going to tell it now on the internet, and all 14 of you are going to know this secret. 9,000 people I had on TikTok. I'm only getting 14 on YouTube.
Oh!
And YouTube is my place.
I know!
I almost have
What's going on?
200,000 subscribers. Look, I got the little, see it there, the little YouTube thingy. Like, I got 100,000.
What is
I'm almost
it?
at 200.
How much? Just a Cali touch? Like that?
That's it. That's too much even, but that's good.
Okay.
Vanilla, you just need like, however much you think you need, cut it by 2/3.
Let me
Okay,
do-
nobody's gonna run off and grind that down, or whatever you call it. Stir it, mix it, mix it
I'll miss it.
in the mixer. Okay, who do we got here? Rocco is, how do I stay safe in the summer heat picking the grove? Working in the garden in the summer heat is taking a toll on your energy. Rocco is, I'll tell you what, it's bad, and it gets worse every year for me. Couple factors. Number one, you just have to drink. I'm always drinking. I'm always drinking something. You have to drink before you're thirsty. At this time of year, once you feel thirst, it's too late. You're never going to catch up. And I've learned how to do that because, what year is it? It's 2025. Back in 2005, I did the Ironman triathlon over there in Hawaii. The Ironman Triathlon World Championships I did, which, while that might sound like bragging, I came in second from last in my category, in my age group. But that's an event for those of you who don't know. You swim 2.4 miles, you bike 112 miles, then you run a full marathon, which is 26.2 miles or something like that. And you do it all in one day. The guys who win can do it in like 8 hours and 15 minutes. It takes me 15 hours and 20 minutes. So I'm almost twice the champion, but whatever, I'm just a regular mortal. But as a result of training for that, I used to race bicycles, I used to do long distance swimming, like 10K, swim in 6-mile races and stuff like that. I've learned over the years how to keep myself hydrated and how to deal with the heat. When you're doing that Ironman out in the lava fields out there in Hawaii, that heat and that wind is brutal, and you dehydrate. The other time I did the Ironman, it was in Arizona, And so you got that drive taking all the water out of your body. You know, I had to rub Vaseline on my lips at the little aid stations. You take a block of Vaseline, I'd rub it on my lips and put the extra on my arm, and then later I'd have to put more on my lips. Brutal. And so what I do is I drink a lot. And then the older I get, I've learned to pace myself. So it's been 20 years since I did the Ironman, right? Now I'm 20 years older, but I've also, when you do a race like that too, you want to be as skinny as possible. I was like 138 pounds. Well, since then I've been hitting the gym and hitting the snack bar, and I'm probably about $180. So I'm like, what, 40 pounds heavier, 42 pounds heavier. So the heat affects me even more. So the main thing I've learned to do is I just pick one big thing a day if in the summertime. Now in January, February, I feel like Superman. I can just go all day. This time of year, if I can do one big thing, I'm happy. And then everything else is just a matter of pacing yourself. Because if it, you know, this time of year, you don't even have to be in South Florida. You could be anywhere. Just me getting started in the morning, hooking the truck to the trailer and putting the equipment in before I even go to the fields, you're just drenched in sweat. Last Saturday, I went through 4 t-shirts. 4 t-shirts I went through. And when you take them off down here, it's like you fell in a swimming pool. You're just soaked. And so that's what I do. I drink. I limit myself to one big thing a day. I don't go to the gym this time of year because you can either optimize the work day or get a good workout, but I can't do both. I can't. You're either going to put a pussy workout in, which is a waste of time, of injuring yourself. And people say, oh, go to the gym in the morning. Well, if I go to the gym in the morning, I have a very physical job. And I need to use, you only have so much strength, especially look at these white whiskers. You know, I'm not a young guy. And so that's what I do, but it's tough. It's tough. And we do a lot to make sure we're in the shade. We put up tents, you know what I mean? There's just all kinds of little things, but yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Rockaway's plain Greek yogurt would also work instead of cream cheese. I'm sure it would. How are we doing with this? This is good? Let me get it.
I love it.
Mm.
I love it. I love it.
I can't even tell there's no sugar in there. That condensed milk was great. Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, the Mamey is just delicious.
No sugar. Whoa.
Well, isn't there sugar in the
Yeah, but
condensed
we
milk?
didn't have to add it.
No added sugar, yeah.
Yeah, no added sugar.
Oh, that is good.
Wow, babe.
Oh my God, Tyler Miller has an interesting question. What variety Mamey do I like better, the Lorito or the Key West? So Tyler's asking about the fruit that we made this shake with, which is called Mamey. I don't have an example of one. They look a little like this, but this is a Sapodilla, which is the cousin of the Mamey. The Lorito variety or the Key West, he wants to know. I don't know what to say. What do you think?
I don't know. I think
There's a joke in the tropical fruit world. When people say, what's your favorite mango? What's your favorite this? What's your favorite that? People say whichever one I'm eating at the time.
exactly. That's why when people ask me, I get like, oh, you know.
Because I've been singing the praises of the Lorito for like the last 90 days after we finish Magana. And it's definitely sweeter than the Magana, right?
Yeah.
And I kind of was expecting a step back when we started Key West. But we bit into those Key West this
And
week.
we were like, oh my God.
Yeah, and while not as sweet as the Lorito, it's got a whole different flavor to it, you know?
Yes. It's like eating a different fruit.
I guess if I had to only ever eat one variety for the rest of my life, I'm probably going Lorito. I'm probably going Lorito over Key West and over Magana.
Mamey.
Where are you going?
Key West.
Yeah, Key West is good. It's good. And well, you don't like extra sweet stuff. I mean, you didn't want to put the sugar in here, where I do like sweet stuff. So yeah.
Yeah.
Now, from making a video perspective, I love the Lorito because that red flesh just pops. It just pops in a video. The Rockaways, he's given his opinion. Human man. When you work in the heat all day, your body also gets acclimated to withstanding it gets conditioned. Problem is here, people stay inside and they become weekend warriors. Yeah, I will say, human man, when I used to train for Ironman, in the wintertime, you feel like Superman. You know, all your splits are faster. You're riding the bike faster, you're running faster, just because it's, you know, in the 50s and 60s down here. And you start getting into the 90s with that direct sun. I always remember in the month of April, I'd find guys passed out, you know, because they just weren't used to it. And I think your body does get a little bit used to it, but I also think mentally you realize, okay, it's just uncomfortable, but as long as I'm drinking, I'll be okay, you know. And then you'll go out on a Saturday and you'll ruin the rest of your Saturday. You'll have headaches and be dehydrated and you can't go out and you're trying to go to the movie theater and your leg cramps up. So you definitely, much like up north, I think you get used to the cold a little bit. But if you live in Wisconsin and it's 3 below 0, you can't get conditioned to the point that you're not going to get frostbite if you go out and start shoveling snow in your basement. But I think more so you know how to deal with the condition.
Yeah.
And that's what we have adapted to down here. You move a lot slower.
You know what to do. You move slow.
You really utilize your tools whenever you can. You back the truck up as close as you can to minimize, you know. And you just learn little ways to kind of pace yourself throughout the day. And Human Man's right. People do get heat stroke. What's the first variety of avocados you guys will ship? Ken De La Cruz wants to know. How you doing, Ken De La Cruz?
Hi, Ken.
We're going to start with Simmons this year. Now, I did put the Donnie also for sale for people who love the Donnie. The problem is, because of Paul on Fruitful Trees YouTube channel, he has killed the Donnie market. There's nothing wrong with Donnies. Donnies are fine. They're fine.
I love Donnies.
They're fine. They're a mild option. They're a mild flavored option. And people love Donnies, and people ask me for Donnies specifically.
Yeah.
But this year we're selling our Donnies to the packing house because no one who watches the videos wants them. Because a guy who's got the most restrictive, wacky diet of anyone you ever met in your life says he don't want to eat them. And then now nobody wants to eat them.
But people don't even try them. People come to
Right.
you and ask you.
They say, don't send me Donnies. I say, have you ever tasted one? They said, no, but I watched Paul. And I'm like, well,
How do you know if you like them?
Paul don't eat French fries either. Do you eat those? You know what I'm saying? Like Paul don't eat nothing.
No.
He eats like 5 things. You know?
I think.
I mean, I love him. We're gonna watch his kids when he has his next baby.
Yeah,
We're
he's
friends,
a close
but I
friend.
mean, goddamn, the guy don't eat nothing. You know?
No, exactly.
So anyway, it would normally be Donnie, but I've decided I'm switching to Simmons. Anyone who wants Donnie specifically has ordered it or can order it from me at guacfarm.com. There's a lot of people who grew up on Donnies. They grew up eating more mild flavored avocados. They don't like to get hit over the head with that strong flavor of a Hass or a Monroe or a Lula.
Yeah.
Or even a Marcus Pumpkin has that strong, sweet flavor, you know? They see an avocado almost like a lot of people view like a potato side dish, like a baked potato or some mashed potatoes or something like that. So we're gonna start out with the Simmons this year. We're gonna, except for the people who specifically asked for Donnie, we're selling the Donnies to the packing house this year. Where are we? Okay, Jeremy's talking about Mango Fest. Yeah, we'll see you in 2 days, 2.5 days. Yeah. Jeremy, can't wait to see you.
I can't wait to see you.
Human Man likes both, but he thinks Key West is better than Laredo. Jeremy asked, do I think Julian will bring Jamaica Mamey? I doubt it, and here's why. I might be wrong, but I'm almost certain the Jamaica Mamey, the whole big deal about the Jamaica is that you pick Jamaica October, November, December into January.
Oh, okay.
Which is the time. Because we pick Magana like February to April, June. And then we got Key West, June through like August, September. And then that dies off. And then we had like 3 months with no Mamey, which was kind of fine with Mamey because it freezes so good and most people make shakes with it anyway. Now the Jamaica is available in that gap. I'm not sure that there'd be any ripe Jamaica. I could be wrong, Jeremy. Tyler Miller was too late on the Laredo. By the time you actually decided to get a box, you had to feed them the chickens. Yes, Tyler. What happened was I had about 6 orders. Well, what I do is whenever I pick, like these are from last week's picking. These are from this week's picking. Whatever I pick, I keep samples of. So that as they ripen at my house, I know when they're ripening at my customers' houses. Well, the last batch of Laredo I sent, we picked them on Monday. I went out in the garage and picked one up. They were already softening on Tuesday. So most of my customers that got boxes of Laredo that week got a box of mush, which I've since refunded or sent something else in their place. And that's what happens to Mamey at the end of its time. You know, when it comes to the end of the season, normally Mamey gives you about 7 to 10 days before it's ready off the tree. They ripen a lot faster. Combine that with the fact that we're in summer now.
The heat.
So not only is it super hot here, it's hot all around the south, it's hot in the Midwest, it's hot in the Northeast, it's hot in dang Colorado and even in Alaska. You know what I mean? They're, you know, sitting on a front porch. And so, yeah, the Laredos ran out on us, but the Key West are doing good. The Rockaways. Yeah, one guy can kill an entire variety with a video. Rockaways, it wasn't just one video. It was like it was a smear campaign, man. If I if I ever run for public office and I see the Donnie Avocado as my opponent, I'm gonna hire Paul to manage the smear campaign.
But you didn't get only one phone call, few phone calls of people telling you, please don't send me Donnie's.
Human man, he just had Donnie with dinner. And you're right, human man. That's how most people eat a Donnie. You know, it's not to be mashed into guacamole. No. It's not, that's just not the right fruit for that. You know, different fruit has its different purposes, right? It's like a nice side dish. And he says, but Paul likes white sapote and white sapote sucks. Now you're on my shit list, human man, because I love white sapote. I do love white sapote, though.
You're funny.
Okay, Ken, so you saw then, I did put Donnie as its own category, so that people who either want to try it or who already like it can order it. Otherwise, I get people calling me, oh, you sent me Donnie's. I don't want Donnie's. Did you ever try a Donnie? No. Well, why don't you want them? Well, I heard they're bad. Oh, you watch Paul. Well, I watch lots of people on YouTube. Oh, who else told you they're bad?
No, it's Paul.
You know? Human man knows his shit. You're right.
What are you saying? What are you saying?
He said Paul also doesn't like pickering. Mango.
What?
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite mangoes. Are you serious? Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
That's hilarious.
Oh my God. We need to have a
conversation.
It
is such a good mango.
We need to have a conversation.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Rockaways. Brogdon is a great early season avocado with creamy texture and top flavor. Except for Rockaways, Brogdon is an August variety. We would consider that mid-season, not early, but yeah. Brogdon's amazing. I have a few small, they're just getting taller than me now, Brogdon trees. I got one Brogdon avocado that lasted through fruit set that I'm letting the tree hold to see how it tastes, but I love the Brogdon. And the Brogdon skin is so thin you can eat it. Mm-hmm.
What?
Rockaway is right. If you like super sweet, then Laredo is for you. Mm-hmm. No, Greater Good is here.
Oh!
Your buddy, you know who, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to say your real name.
I know. How are you, honey?
See, red line recording. Paul loves Donnie. It's his favorite. I mean, it really has become a thing.
Yeah.
In the tropical fruit community.
Yeah, everybody knows now. It's hilarious.
Ben, the poor guy, Paul, he says, Tom, send me some Simmons. Everyone loves the Simmons variety avocado. I grew some Simmons, and they're disgusting. I'm like, well, I get that the Donnie is mild.
Yeah.
But the Simmons,
no!
It's such a good tasting avocado. It's in my top 3, right?
Me too.
So I sent him some Simmons, and he loved them. Now, Paul is the one who will always say, don't just try a fruit once, eat it multiple times, right? Because, you know, sometimes it's picked too early, sometimes it's picked too late, whatever reason, right? So Paul was following his own advice, and he was trying Simmons multiple times. And he's like, man, these are really way better than the ones I grew. So then me and Julian rode up to see him one day. You might have been there. You might have been in with the kids, or maybe you came up in the yard. Paul takes us out to his Simmons tree. It was a Donnie tree!
I remember because I go, does a Donnie?
Those were Donnies. Yeah, I go, Paul even Noelia spotted it.
Yeah, I remember you
So he got a mislabeled tree, which is way, way, way too common. Like, every day you go on Facebook and someone's posting a picture about a mislabeled tree. And I know of a few, I know of one nursery in particular, because one of my workers used to work there, and he told me, don't ever do business with these people, because they just labeled the tree whatever they want to label it.
Oh,
The guy
that's
that worked
messed
there.
up.
Yeah, this one particular nursery. And then that one particular nursery also, like, copied a lot of my stuff for their marketing, you know? Unscrupulous.
No principles.
Orland, how you doing, buddy? Haven't seen you in a while. Tyler wants to know, are the kits as good as the Kents? I personally prefer a kit over a Kent. I love Kents. And this one's a little shiny because I had it in the fridge, so it's got some condensation on it. Well, I'm hiccuping from the Mamey. Damn!
You, look at you!
Wow, that's our dinner, I think. That was a lot of calories.
That was a lot.
We just consumed like 700 calories in them shakes.
Yes.
I love a Kent. To me, Kent, even if you're not a mango eater, it's just a great piece of fruit, right? It's just a sweet, nice piece of fruit. For some reason, I find the kit to be a touch more tropical. There's a touch more mango zing to it. I also like the kit because it extends my mango season. It takes us into August, or to the end of August, or even into September if you want to. I also make jam. I make jam from my mangoes. And so far, Kit has made not only the tastiest, but the best looking jam. Like, this was made with Tommy. And I mixed some chili pepper and some, what's this red stuff again? Chamoy. In there. The Kit jam is so orange and pretty and nice. You could see it on a shelf at a farmer's market or something, you know? So I'd say I'm a little partial to the Kit myself. I also like they have a long hang time. They're, you know, so does Kent. You know, when Kent's ready, you can stretch it for a couple weeks. But the Kit you can stretch like for a month, you know, and so it's a good variety. Greater good. Paul told everyone to only plant ooh la la avocado. It's the best. Well, here's the problem. If you go through life comparing everything to the best, you're always going to be dissatisfied. Think about the best blowjob you ever had in your life. Just picture that. I'm talking to the guys. I really don't know how to connect with the ladies on this. You know, if you apply a little conceptual thinking, you'll see where I'm going.
Yeah.
Just think of the best blowjob you ever had. Okay. Now think of all the other ones. They were awesome too, right? Just because one rose to the top doesn't mean the other ones are bad.
Good, yeah.
Right?
You got a good point there.
Yeah. Rockaways. The problem is that most people watching Paul's videos have never tasted about. I don't know which one the Campbell White Sapote is. But I've had some good white Sapote. Paul, summer, that's great. I mean, we're almost into July. I'm seeing all of our friends who complain about being poor all year and they can't afford this and they can't afford that. They're showing us wonderful pictures from Spain and Portugal and London, and then they'll come back and cry about how fucking poor they are for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
But yeah, people are enjoying the summer. Greater good, by the way, your wife destroyed the jam. I mean, it's dang good. And we're gonna do another one of them kumbaya sessions when avocados come, when avocados are ready, but also more toward like when it's cooler. It was hella hot that day.
Yes.
We're gonna do it when it's cool. We can get a little campfire going. It'll be nice.
Cooler.
It'll be nice. Orland, unfortunately, you're getting your mangoes from the store in California. I'll tell you what, Orland, I was on the phone with a woman from California today, and she wants to get every avocado we grow. This was incredible. This woman has it's got to be a big orchard on her property in California. She's up to 50 different varieties.
No way.
I was shocked because she's telling me, I grow this, I grow that. Because usually you talk to someone from California, they grow the reed, the fuerte, the Zutano, the Mexicola.
No way.
Yeah, this one, the Charwill is getting common over there now. But you never hear a person from California talking about a Choquette, right? She grows Choquette over there.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And so she wants one of each of what we grow a box of each as they come into season. So she can educate herself. I think she's got a broader range of varieties of avocado than the botanical garden out there by her.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember her name on YouTube. I'll give her a little plug here. Let's see. Well, I'll look it up in a minute. So, anyways, greater good. She couldn't stop eating the mango jam. Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw my little short video of Coach Frank, who drank it. Every time I give him a jar, he just sits there sipping it like I gave him a sippy cup or a Capri Sun or something. He loves them. Oh, that shake was good, wasn't it?
Oh, it was
So
so
tell me,
good.
everyone, we've got Orland over in the West Coast. I know some of you here are on the East Coast. Greater, are you going to that mango festival?
Yes, you should.
Yeah, actually, to be honest with you, Jeremy, I like selling Donnies to the packing house anyways, because that, and then they go to Walmart, Publix, and stuff like that, because this time of year, early in the season, the price is pretty good. So as a commercial grower, as a person who does this for a living, the amount of work and effort it takes to just fill a truck, you know, with 8,000 pounds, 6,000 pounds of avocados and send them to the packing house is a hell of a lot easier than selling them a box at a time online and us pack, you know. And so even though like the price itself is less, when you compare it to the amount of work and the volume and how high the price is at the beginning of the season, the Donnie I prefer to send to the packing house anyways. Now by the time the Simmons rolls around, a lot of guys are bringing fruit to market. The prices kind of come down to normal areas. And from a business perspective, I didn't sit there and come up with that as a business plan. I just made a YouTube channel and it took off and people wanted to try my fruit, and that's why I sell it retail. So, Carlos Vasquez, are there any Russells coming soon? So Carlos is asking about a variety of avocado that it looks like a bowling pin. They're 3 to 4 pounds each and they're huge. I used to have a grove that had Russells. The landowner sold that grove. The new owner plowed down all the avocado trees and put up white guava. So I lost my grove that had Russells. Now I do have a connection, a woman who has a few Russell trees, and she likes me to resell her Russells. So if she has a crop this year, I might be selling Russell. And then I planted my own Russell trees, but they're still too small to produce a crop. But I was walking a grove, not mine, another farmer's grove with him. Beautiful grove, by the way.
Really?
Oh, it was so clean. You know how our neighbor like a backyard?
Yeah.
That's how this grove is.
Really?
Oh,
Wow.
it's just so pretty. Like ours is like
Wow.
a 1980s centerfold. Like it's just grown in like crazy, right? This place was nice, trim, just gorgeous. And I look up and there's a bunch of big fat Russells, which they're still about 2 months away, 6 weeks away maybe. They're gonna plump up. So there will be Russells. I just don't know if I'll have any. No, greater good, you're volunteering. Oh my God, you're leaving at 4:30 a.m.? Oh, ugh. I don't do nothing at 4:30 a.m.
I do.
Maybe if I pee. Maybe if I get up to pee. Rockaways, good idea. Time to rehabilitate the Donnie's public image. Bring the avocado to the people. Taste some Donnie. Nah, I'm just rolling with it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
It is what it is, yeah. So who else is out there? We got 17 people. You know, I'm not kidding you guys. On TikTok, we're getting 9,000 on the stream. We're
It
getting
was crazy.
14,000, 6,000, 9,000. It's insane. It's all just hearts and comments. It's
And
really,
flowers
yeah.
and, like, we couldn't
It's
keep
really
up.
crazy,
We
yeah.
couldn't
I had
keep
a
up.
video hit 5 million on TikTok. I got a video here on YouTube that's about to hit 1 million. The video, actually, you guys will appreciate the comments. I'm picking Akrung mango, which is a mango that stays green right through ripeness. And so I got all these know-it-alls, particularly from the Caribbean, telling me I'm picking green mango and I'm picking it too
I
early.
can't believe that, really?
Yeah, they have like
Why?
They think they're
Why?
they think they're being like alpha, but they're really just showing how sort of like inadequate they feel. You know what I mean?
You know, those people are like going into my social media and also doing the same thing with me. Have you noticed that?
Yeah. There's a lot of know-it-all attitude out there. And then they're telling me the only reason the sap burns my skin is because I'm white, which, I mean, look, I get sunburned because I'm white.
No, because I'm brown, I'm chocolate, and it happened to me and it burned my whole entire face for 2 weeks. I have bad burns, my nose, because I went to pick up with him and I didn't know. And this is something people don't know, because I've been eating mango all my freaking life. My grandma still have, she's passed, but mango farm, and I grew up climbing the tree and eating the mangoes. But that never happened because I didn't do that. Like I picked and I cut and the juice went in my face. And I remember coming home and I remember going like this. I can't. And he's like, are you too hot? My face is burning. I went to bed and I woke up and I had burning my nose. My cheeks were burned. For 2 weeks I was burned.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Like when you're on your grandmother's farm and you're a little kid, you're going to run out and pick 2 mangoes.
Yeah.
Okay. That day that you got burned, we were picking a few thousand pounds.
Yeah. We
You
were
know?
like,
And but it's so funny on TikTok. Like every other comment is, oh, you must be weak. Oh, that doesn't affect me. And I'm like, oh, that's so cute. Like you go to your grandmother's house and you pick a mango. Like yeah, like, and then people say, oh, you just got to get used to it. Well, yeah, I get that. Like, you know, oh, you should wear gloves. Well, I don't wear gloves. Oh, you should wear long sleeves. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. You know what I do? I do my job. I pick my mangoes. I come home. I itch for a few hours. And then I fucking move on with life.
yeah.
You know, it ain't a big deal. But I think that's the point a lot of the people are missing. Like when you're picking 3,000-4,000 pounds and you're just exposed to it for a long time. But anyways, I was happy for it. So because it was like sort of, I guess, controversial and it was just a very bizarre thing for me that people would pick that as an issue to kind of brag about. Like, well, mango sap don't hurt me. You know, leave some bitches for the rest of us, man. You know what I mean?
You want a cookie?
But anyways, it got 5 million on TikTok, 1 million on Instagram, and it's just about to hit 1 million on YouTube.
That's awesome.
And the best thing about that is my son joined a picking crew. He's working as a farm laborer this summer. Poor guy's working 7 days a week. He's put in 10 hours. Now yesterday it rained, so he was home by 11. He's like, Dad, you should do a video on how mango sap burns. And the little guy got me, 5, 6, 7 million views. It was amazing.
Smart cookie.
Yeah. Thank you, Greater Good. Yeah, the Booth 8 is a good variety.
Oh my God,
and
I
we'll
love
have
that
that one,
Booth 8.
yeah. But anyways, y'all, we just wanted to check in with you. It's 5:45, and although we did have the shakes, I think you were preparing a steak, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So we're gonna let you go. Just wanted to check in, say hi to everyone, let you know we didn't forget about you on the YouTube live. If any of you have TikTok accounts, look for us on the TikTok live. And now that the rainy season is back, I'm gonna have some cloud cover and some shade. I'll be able to start making some long form YouTube videos again, and we'll see you there. And if you're not from around here and you think some of this tropical fruit looks really good, get yourself a box from us at guacfarm.com. GUACFARM.com. Thank you for coming, and we'll see you on the next live. Bye bye, everyone.